Eid Mubarak.
Thank you.
So he's being the butcher and he's gonna cut this big piece of mutton
In a very professional way.
in a very professional way. He's just preparing his knife.
And this is a
And
very hard thing, right? So you have to cut this very properly. So in order to do that, this has to be really sharp.
oh my god, you look so professional in cutting raw meats, man. So here you go. Wow, that is really hard.
Look at the slice.
Wow.
If you make, इसका steak बना सकते हो, right? If you make steak with this, it's like
Yeah, this would be very good meat for steak. So we're just preparing sheer khurma and mutton biryani for Eid celebrations. So the first part is of course cutting the milk, and I'll be taking care of the sheer khurma. So we'll first step, bring the milk to the boil. And here's our butcher cutting professionally all the mutton pieces. You want some live goat?
look at the meat.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like
you can
a
be.
meat, yeah.
It's one of the best mutton meats we have ever had. Did you get a cut?
No, I
You
saw
didn't?
blood. I'm like so.
He gets happy when he sees his blood. Just imagine with what kind of person I'm living. My God. Next step, frying the vermicellis in oil. You have to really break them so that they don't form in lumps inside the sheer khurma. And you have to fry them until they're a little bit brown. You don't want them too much fried, but just a bit brown. So I've fried the vermicellis and this is what they look like. Now I'll be putting some of the almonds and sugar into the milk, and after 20 minutes of simmering I'll be putting the vermicellis inside the milk. So Joe is almost done with cutting the mutton. We have to cook it in the pressure cooker. So we have so much mutton we have to use 2 pressure cookers, and we have almost come to the bone. It's a huge bone, we cannot put it inside the pressure cooker, so we're just thinking what we can do with it. And here the milk has come to the boil, so I'll be adding sugar now and let it simmer for 20 minutes, and after that I'll be adding the vermicellis and the almonds, raisins, etc, etc. So while simmering the milk, you give an occasional stir to it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. It's already smelling good, like the milk is cooking. And I put the sugar in it, so be turning light brown when it's done. So coming to the biryani, while boiling the mutton, you have to put tomatoes and a little bit of ginger garlic paste.
Yeah, a little bit of ginger garlic paste so that the smell goes away.
And some water comes out. And after that we'll be putting yogurt.
After that we'll be putting yogurt and dry spices and everything.
So here we go. So there's some water coming out of the mutton, if you can see it there and there. So how long we have to cook it?
We'll have to cook it until the water boils away. So after the water boils away, then I'll be adding yogurt and other masalas to it.
Yeah, so I'll be showing when you have to add yogurt. So now you have to cook the mutton in its own juices, right?
Yeah.
The milk has been simmering for 20 minutes and you can see it has got a little bit of brownish color. Now it's time, I'll be testing it so that the sugar is alright, and I'll be adding the vermicellis and the almonds. So let's taste it. So I'll be clearing the spoon and then I think it's alright. So now adding the vermicellis. So while Joe is working with the boiling of mutton, I have put khurma, almonds and cardamoms without the skin inside the milk, and I'll be simmering it for 8 more minutes and it will be done. So
Awesome job, Ernie.
yeah. So I've checked the sugar in it because Joe doesn't like too much sugar and I like too much sugar. But there is a balance, so it's in the middle. A blend of Bengali and Maharashtrian food is here, so.
More Maharashtra.
So the tip of the day.
So what happens with mutton is, if you heat it a lot, it will become very black. So you need to add turmeric at that point so that the black color is not very evident.
So Joe's gonna add some turmeric.
Not a lot, because
Not a
it will
lot.
become very yellow then.
There you go. And to the other pressure cooker. 1 and 2. So I think my sheer kurma is done. Now I'll be putting some raisins roasted in ghee on the top of it. So it will be adding some flavor to it. And how do you like it? Like, do you think it's good enough?
It looks very good. I think just we need to add elaichi after some time, and I think it will be very awesome.
Yes, I didn't have experience of cooking this, so I'm feeling also excited. So we're gonna have a good dinner tonight. Yay! This is my finished product. I think I should have put more milk, but it's alright for the first try. So the biryani is almost done. I mean, the gravy, the gosh, the mutton part is almost done. And we're frying some onions here. Now we have to make rice, and after that we'll be doing the layering, right? So the mutton is done, the gravy part.
You can see, the water is almost boiled off. So that means, this is the indication that the mutton is almost done. And over here as well, the water is almost gone. And it's
And also the color, right?
Yeah, the color, as well as it's not very hard. Like you could see, it goes inside. Like when you touch this, it goes inside. So it means it's not very soft, it's not very hard. So this is the optimum point.
Just take a look at the mutton gravy.
So this is just with the spices, but without any dry masala, without any biryani masala or anything.
And without anything, it has come to this point. And when he'll be adding yogurt and the other masalas, it will be like amazing. So he's gonna add yogurt to it. 1.
But lot of yogurt.
Yeah, put a lot of yogurt. Alright, and to the second pressure cooker. Okay, and we're also making the rice here.
So color abhi dekho. So we mix everything. The color will be.
It is just amazing. Probably you can't see it from the camera, but it is one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, mutton is much better than chicken biryani, right?
Yeah.
It's harder to make, but it's really worth it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix the second pressure cooker. Yeah, let's put a lot of yogurt there, so that we have more gravy in the biryani layers.
And usually with mutton, you have to add more yogurt because mutton is more spicier than chicken. Like with mutton, the water comes a lot, so you have to add,
so that the balance of the taste is there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So these are the dry masalas you have to add. Joe, what are you adding?
This is called bay leaves. So I'll first add bay leaves. Equally between the two of them. At this time we are not adding any biryani masala or anything. This is everything on our own. Right.
And this is Joe's mother's recipe, so it's gonna be special. Then what you're adding?
This is sticks. I think it's called cinnamon sticks.
Right.
So I'm adding cinnamon sticks, not a lot. 3 in each of them. This is called cloves, I think.
Yep. So we call it in Hindi, what do we call it? Lavang.
Long. Yeah,
what?
long.
Long, yeah. So there you go. This is, I think, actually what you blend together to get garam masala. Like these are spices.
And we'll add garam masala as well.
Yeah, we'll be adding garam masala, like powdered garam masala. So here you go, your whole longs or cloves.
Oh, and what about this thing? You remove the skin, right? Oh, okay. So this is what is it called?
Elaichi in Hindi, or it's called cardamom. So we have taken the skins out here, and we are only putting the inside stuff, so that it doesn't
come in the
mouth when you're eating it. So
that's
all right.
Then we'll mix.
And what else?
Thoroughly. No, that's.
Did you add salt?
Yeah, I added salt.
He added salt already.
So all the powder thing was added before this, and now I'm just adding all the dry stuff around here.
You also added some dried chili powder, right? Red chili powder?
Red chili powder and everything. Yeah. And after this, I'll just add garam masala to this.
So the layering of the biryani is done. We have layered the cooked gravy and the rice in layers. So we have 2 huge vessels of biryani, and you have to cover it with a wet towel and then put a lid on it and then cook for 20 to 25 minutes, right, Joe?
Yeah.
So yeah, after 20 to 25 minutes, our huge cooking evening is gonna be over and we're gonna finally have dinner. So I'm gonna show you the end product of the biryani. Creator creation. So we're done with the biryani. This is the most awesome biryani we'll be having for a long time. So Eid special dinner is gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. You're gonna have mutton biryani and sheer kurma. So big dinner after a long time.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about it. This looks amazing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Say good night.
Good night.